This hearing concerns the future of the Bowerstone Shelter and Orphanage. Page will speak for the disenfranchised people of the city.
Oh boy.
Your Majesty, the shelter has long been the only refuge for the homeless, the poor.
You can just pause the game at this point, and you're
world
wondering
for the better,
where is this gonna go? What is this leading to? This is like the most fucked choice in the game.
The city and its people are in dire need, but it is not charity they require. It is love.
Oh no.
Let us inaugurate Bowerstone's first brothel.
A brothel?
Brothel, bordello, whorehouse. The name is unimportant.
Oh my
What
god,
matters
Reaver.
is that the people
Just
are
imagine you're like the government or like city council, and you've just like, yeah, we got the old orphanage, you know, we really need to do it up, and we've got funds for it. And then one of the investors just turns up at the meeting and is like, alternatively, what happens to little Timmy? We adopted a child in the last stream that we then sent back to the orphanage. What happens to him? Well, here's the way I look at it, right? Orphans in our society currently, they're not contributing financially. They're not paying their taxes. If we close the orphanage, they have to work in the factories, thereby they contribute to society, and on top of that, the orphanage gets turned into a place of enterprise, entrepreneurship. You have new workers and a new workforce in Bowerstone. You have like two subsets of jobs that you're pouring into the economy. And the capitalist in me sees the benefit of this decision. Screw the kids.
It is time Bowerstone had its first whorehouse.
Get 'em gone.
Your people won't be pleased.
I beg to differ, Paige. They seem to be cheering right now.
Reaver Industries is pleased to present the House of Requited Affection, where money really does guarantee happiness.
See? So you need to be happy, just money.
Now, currently, part of our waste is being disposed of in the Morningwood Marsh. With very little effort, Reaver Industries could redirect all of the Bowerstone sewer system to flow directly into that region.
Don't destroy paradise with your urban dregs, man.
Wait, paradise? Have you seen Morningwood?
Cycle of life.
Like, that's the swamp where my wife died. Help the stoner.
Don't flood my house with crap.
Now, Yeast, you're not appealing to me, right? That does sound enticing. Now I'm more tempted to go to Reaver. If I open the sewage plant, does that suppose that a factory and enterprise has been opened? Does that create more jobs? We must build the industry.
Morningwood is to be left unspoiled. We will find other ways to deal with Bowerstone sewage.
The orphans can clean it up. God knows they're not doing much these days.
Groovy. You are like a majestuous eagle, Your Majesty. You were in touch with your inner...
I changed my mind. I want to side with Reaver. I'm kind of sad all the gnomes are dead. Like the streets are just quiet now. There's no one just like hurling abuse at me. We can be your gnomes, RT. Thanks, guys. You've always got my back. Don't worry, RT. We won't let your self-confidence start to grow. We'll make sure you're still brought down.
I don't know if you still care about your people.
Do I not like Paige?
Time has been flourishing.
She really hates me because of child labor. Like, Paige, it doesn't even affect you. You're not a kid.
Kid went undercover with a gang of robbers and found out their plans. They're going to strike the tavern in Bowerstone Market. If you get there in time, you can stop the raid. And at least one of those thugs must know where Ferret is holed up.
Okay, I gotta stop the pub from being robbed.
If you give us any trouble, we'll kill you. Now, just so you know we mean business, I'd like one of you to give us trouble, so we can kill him as an example to the rest.
Uh-oh.
Who's it gonna be then? Oh look, we have a volunteer. The king, no less. Have at him, fellas.
You're not gonna, like, this...
You're already dead. Just don't do it yet.
This is like a really bad idea for you guys. She's still... I saved you. You were being held hostage. There's just no pleasing some people.
Lads, perform the specific services for which I employ you. Expeditiously.
Huh?
Kill him. Fast.
Kill him fast. You can't just keep letting him get away with this. This fear in his eyes. He seems so scared.
Even should it transpire that you vanquish my associates, this door is completely
Nigel, I can
impenetrable.
shoot you between the bars.
In addition to which, this cell contains a secret egress through which I may abscond whenever I desire. Meanwhile, my compatriots shall brutalize your person.
Let me just get to work here. You just charge up that fireball spell. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
It would appear this is not, in fact, the specific cell I so confidently referenced earlier.
Oh no.
The one with the secret exit has 2 beds. All right, you have prevailed, Your Majesty. I concede. However, I entreat you to entertain a certain proposal.
You have nothing
Do
to
go
offer,
on,
Ferret.
Nigel.
I happen to have on my person a substantial quantity
I mean,
of currency.
Nigel, I have a lot of money on.
Let me go free.
That's not even that good of a
money
bribe.
is
You need to bribe me like
As far as I'm concerned,
significantly
you can
more.
stay in
You royal miscreant! This grievous malefaction shall be rewarded with equally grievous
Nigel, do you use the thesaurus on every fucking word you say? The criminal forces of Nigel Ferret have been defeated, and Mr. Ferret himself remains locked in a cage for the rest of his life, which, in the absence of food and water, is bound to be quite short. Oh, he's dead! Great! Put him out of his misery. I can't. There's a chicken in this cell. What did Mr. Cluckles do to get in here? Tax fraud. Oh shit, he didn't pay the government like their share when he won in the races.
The time has come to make a decision on Albion's drinking
Oh.
laws. Under Logan's rule, our citizens are restricted in the amount of alcohol they can purchase per day. As you can imagine, this has proved a rather unpopular measure.
I can imagine
And yet
it
many
has.
respond.
No, I mean,
The
like, look,
commoners
I'm
themselves would
just
like the restrictions
let the
completely
kids
lifted,
drink.
claiming they
God only
infringe
knows
upon
they're gonna
their
need it
freedom
after their 20-hour
and their
shifts in the
rights.
factory.
You can-
Like,
As you wish. Let the streets be filled with poor, drunken revelers.
I'll be out on the street if you keep charging these steep rent prices. Never would have
what'd you say about the rent?
so nice from you.
Would you like to say it again? Your fish can't save you forever, Will.
Oh, you again.
Don't question my right. Don't snitch. Who the fuck was he gonna snitch to? The king? That's a fair point. I am the law now.
Now that's what I'm talking about. With that catastrophic instrument of death in your hand,
He knows.
you could bring an end to all conflict for all time.
But I won't.
It's now a foregone
I caused the
conclusion that war
conflict. Oh, this is a cool one. Planet 1. Basically, you're on the moon. You can use this. And it changes the planet. See, so you could just make it like a toxic environment. Make it kind of have an atmosphere. Make everything blue.
Today you decide on the status of the Brightwall Academy, Your Majesty.
Your brother closed the academy down, but it is in your hands
I do like my books.
There is no greater proponent of the arts than myself, and I celebrate knowledge in all its forms. But our people are frightened and confused. The last thing they need is knowledge. Allow them the benefit of ignorance. Let only those who are truly prepared make use of the academy. The elite of our society will pay handsomely to indulge in...
Tragically, Reaver's perspective is the one that wins out in most of
only
modern
the rich.
society.
If the boorish and illiterate wish to learn something, should they not pay for that privilege?
He's got a point. Everyone's
Knowledge
freaking
is
out because I'm
power,
considering
and
it.
power
What?
is not a thing to be
What?
handed out freely.
What? We're running
A
out of money,
well-informed
please.
population is a danger.
Enough money just came in to afford to keep the promise. Oh, go on. I'm on the fence about this one.
The Brightwall Academy will be open to all who wish to learn.
Fine, we'll give them a bit of knowledge.
Academy
This means we're gonna have to balance the
and
books with the next
Albion
decision.
will-
Your Majesty, a recent survey of Bower Lake has found that the waterbed is rich in valuable metals.
Ooh.
Now, as amusing as it would be to make workers hold their breath as they mine these resources, I fear it would be impractical. Instead, we have no choice but to dam the river and drain the lake of all water.
Don't take it away from us. You'll be taking away part of this city's soul with it.
Oh, really?
You may not have improved the people's lives inside this city.
Okay,
but are you
Paige.
also going to destroy the
If you're
one
gonna
place they
keep
can
hammering,
find
I'm
peace?
doing this out of spite. Like, if you keep hammering home how I've ruined everyone's
We need
lives,
the resources in
believe me, I've ruined nothing. I'll make it worse.
Become a quarry.
Work in your sales pitch there, Paige.
Now, see it
Oh,
into an exquisite monument to human ingenuity.
Oh,
Soil
no.
and rock offering up
Oh, it's been ruined. What have we done? I've never actually seen this because I've never taken this decision. I never needed the money. There's an actual zone in here. I hope you're proud of yourself. I am! I've never seen this content before. Paige should have learned by now that our whining gets her nowhere. It's true. This is how we decide politics. It doesn't matter what the benefit of the common man is. It's like, are you my friend? Is what it comes down to. Can we please have Logan back? He may have been better. Logan wasn't efficient enough. I aim to correct his shortcomings.
I had taken the statuette out of the family vault, ready for your visit, only for a common thief to take it in broad daylight. Can you believe it, Your Majesty?
I'll
the
steal
thief
it
ran
back.
into the woods, and naturally the soldiers are too scared to follow. Why must the uneducated be so superstitious? Find the villain, Your Majesty. He has stolen more than a statue. He takes with him the future of our kingdom.
I mean, I have the
Beware
future pretty
woods,
much
Your
secure,
Majesty.
but prospect
The
of money.
soldiers maybe.
Is there, like, no one in the village about? You guys just not here today?
Right, you monster. Prepare to
Oh,
meet your...
well, there they are.
Oh, I'm so sorry. For a moment there, I thought you were a Belverine.
Okay,
Damn
Jacob, I
things
make
are
that
always
mistake
trying to get
myself
through
all
our
the time.
defenses. We burn silver nitrate in those lamps to keep them out. Kills them pretty quick if they hang around for too long.
You're here for that statue. It's quite a remarkable thing. All I ask is a small favor. Destroy those silver nitrate lanterns. Then the village will get a taste of justice.
Connor, those
The
are
choice is yours.
loyal taxpayers.
And it's a simple one.
You can't just
How
senselessly
simple?
murder people like that. Like,
decline.
Jesus, have you no morality?
Ah, well. I suppose it was too much to hope for. Killing you will be a good way to, shall we say, get the blood flowing.
Connor, a lot of people have tried to do that and it's not ended well for them. I'm gonna be frank with you. Like, good luck with this plan. It's like, only I can kill my people. Exactly. Oh, jeez, following. I gotta get... Why are you just standing here? Come on. You people need to go indoors. Like, this guy! You need to move back. You're standing way too close to him. Like... It's like... Oh no, that's a big fella. Like, dude, you're standing between 3 of them. I can only do so much to save your life.
Thank you. You saved us
Jacob,
from
you need to talk to the
certain
residents in the
destruction.
town.
We're
No,
in
it's
your
this guy
debt.
again. He won't move.
You'll always be welcome
This
here.
dude.
Should you...
Look at it.
Keep away from me, you murdering ass.
I'm on the quest too. I'm an adventurer. Oh, he hates me. Of course. I'm sick of your shit, Pat.
You and me,
Right here.
Oh, they fight back. No, don't.
You think you're tough, eh?
Well, we did it. We saved the village.
You found it? Oh, I can barely contain my tears.
I'm gonna probably keep
Excuse
the
me, Your
money.
Majesty.
Like,
I can't let you
I've
see
already
this way.
funded the treasury so
And
much.
please.
I'm keeping the money. Like, I've worked hard enough.
Who could begrudge you such a trinket? Did you not risk your life to recover it?
Exactly.
I will make sure it fetches a good
Hobson, we
price,
appear to be in a
Majesty.
conflict again. We might need to move soon.
Invocation of the Watchers is in a house in the Bowerstone Old Quarter. I'm sure you'll find it with consummate ease.
The best thing is just to lie down and count your toes. 1, 2, 3, and the rest of them all wiggling down.
Why did we fund the library again? The area you go to this quest is actually quite sweet, and you'll see why in a moment.
Feast your eyes and let me know if there's anything you want to buy.
No, not you. I believe it's just like a room of different collectibles, but from other games. Legendary Sand Goose. That was like a big talked about thing. I believe in like Fable 2. People are trying to find it. Complete collection of rare dolls they've been played with, so no longer in mint condition. These are the hero dolls that you collect in Fable 1 for winning all the pub games. One of the few survivors of the Great Talking Gargoyle Massacre. The trauma has struck him dumb. I think you can still shoot him. So, rip the survivor. Relics from the ill-fated Temple of Business in Yodeland, better known as Toby. This was the quest that we did in Bloodstone in Fable 2. You might remember that we had to gather like all the sacred artifacts for a guy. The Tree Coliseum teddies named after Theodore triplets who built that legendary combat arena. This was the final Easter eggs from when we were playing Fable 2. A soldier in the Terry Cotter army. You might remember that was a demon door in Fable 2. Lady Jane Grey. Oh no. What have they done to you, Lady Grey? That's our wife. Your ex-wife. And here's the book.
By the decimal-based system of subject classification, ha! You have the invocation
Samuel, no one talks
of the
like
Watchers.
that.
It's sort of a chronicle of your father, though instead of focusing on him, it focuses on his companions.
Oh.
A fascinating approach, really.
That's so many hollow men. Let me just... Alright, use a little bit of AoE here. Like, cause Jesus. I love how despite your temptations on melee weapons, you really stick to your gun.
Take my hand. Hammer had done as she was told, and at the touch of the warm flesh, she felt a surge within her, a feeling at first that she couldn't identify. It was scary.
Oh no.
She let her robe slip from her shoulders and stepped into the warm bath, thinking of the two men. She began to recreate that night in her mind. Next chapter, Dark Wizard.
This is not what happened in Fable 2. Scholars of Fable 3 will discover this text and be like, my god, our king had some exciting adventures. Pangs of Sunset. Suddenly the title makes more sense.
I can't wait to read it.
No, Samuel. Excellent work. You found The Pangs of Sunset, a book which really says more about its author than its subject. And it frankly says way too much about both.
You remember that time we went swimming naked in the lake?
Why are there so many drunks in the library?
You're not the mayor?
Everyone here is in top. What was the point of reopening this place? It was your policy. Oh, because drink is legal. No, but they shouldn't be drinking in here. We're gonna finish the game now. Oh, there is an important challenge that we need to do too that I completely forgot. I believe there is an achievement for making a decision while king in the chicken suit.
Today you must decide how much protection to grant Aurora. Kaylin will offer her proposal. Reaver will stand against her.
Reaver just hates everything. Imagine the survival of your people comes down to appealing to a man who is currently wearing a chicken suit. There is a single reason.
We are part of Albion now.
No, and it's not that, Kaylin. As to why we're going to build the desert fort. If you build the desert fort, some property becomes available in the desert. That is the sole reason I'm saying yes.
Aurora,
just pay your taxes, Kaylin, and it's all good. Let's see if we get the good ending. I don't know if we will. We've been very, split in our policies. We have murdered a lot of people.
You have done what many would have thought impossible. Not only have you raised an army to protect your people, but you have accomplished this while acting as a noble, benevolent, and popular ruler.
Theresa, I enforce child labor.
You are a hero. You are Albion's champion.
I enforce child labor.
This coming battle
I introduce
is the
fines for having children. Destroyed heritage sites. Rejected policies on the basis of fuck you, Paige.
Will have been in vain. Now go.
Benevolent ruler.
Do what you were born to do.
We got the good ending. What's my morality on? That doesn't feel right. It's max. It's max good. What happened? I've been like randomly shooting people this entire game. Capitalism triumphs. We get the good ending. A kind, benevolent king. King Poodle, you've done it.
It's here. The darkness
Here we go.
has reached Power Stone. Reports indicate that our defenses were able to hold off the worst of the first attack. But if we don't act quickly, even the armies we prepared for this day will not be enough.
We have to get out on the streets, now!
Today we fight for Albion!
Paige isn't here. Is that because I pissed her off?
The honor of the regiment is at
Her loss.
I'll fight to the death!
There's just sand everywhere. Like, did they import this from Aurora just to, like, drop down?
The Lightbringers have come! But this is the kingdom of unlight now! This is the kingdom of death!
I don't think I'm a Lightbringer. Oh, people are dying.
Paige!
Hey, Paige.
This isn't real. It isn't real.
This is a nightmare.
Well, yeah, I'm not too upset, Benfin. I don't know if that's a nightmare.
You have done such hurtful things. The people you know shall rejoice in your
Okay,
death.
Crawler, I rejoice in their death already. Oh my god. He's having a bad day. Oh, it's a big boy. Slightly harder. Potentially more challenging enemy. He's dead.
It is our gift.
Just stand back a little bit. Funnel the enemies. We can all form a queue. Just step right up, friends.
The lost sheep returns to the flock. No one ever leaves the darkness behind.
No!
Walker!
Oh.
Do you see? Do you see what you have allowed? We are all shadows now.
I am Shadow and Death.
Walter, I'm sorry. Balls. Final boss, Fable 3.
I have killed so many of you already.
Is Walter himself.
Why fight me any longer?
It'll all be over soon. Let me just slow time a little. Oh no!
Balls. I don't think I can fight anymore.
It's all over, Walter. We won. We beat it together.
Do you remember the stories I tell you when you were a child? There was a great king once, the mightiest hero of them all. Remember what you would say?
Teach me to be a hero.
You've done me proud, boy. You've always done me proud.
Oh, Walter.
Walls! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Paige really did just fuck off. She's just not here. She doesn't care.
He was always a fan of looking tall and stony. I can imagine what he'd say if he was here now.
Shut up,
Balls.
Ben.
This is the world as it could have been. Devoid of color, devoid of life. It is thanks to you that it isn't so. And you did it without becoming a tyrant. The people love you. And you have banished the shadow of your brother's reign.
That's true.
You kept your promise. Perhaps we shall meet again one day, King.
Aren't you going to tell me my future?
The future will reveal itself when it is ready to do so.
Unfortunately, I think that's the last time we see Therese. She's gone. We never got that future DLC. The future is Forza. You've done the impossible, saving your kingdom while suffering virtually no losses. Places you among the greatest leaders of all time. The people love you and consider it an honor to be the subjects of such a magnificent hero. A lot of stuff has happened. Horror Soul! What a fucking name for a quest.
Well, hello there.
No, why does someone else need to
Very
die?
good. Not good enough for a
Deirdre,
free one,
why?
but
Alright, I'll kill Lucy.
if I'm not here when you come back, just wait 20 minutes. Well, 10 if it's a bloke.
Okay, how you doing,
She's
Lucy?
gone somewhere else to work. That Deirdre is awfully territorial.
Yes, she is.
I can hardly believe it.
Brilliant. Here's something for your trouble. Maybe I could earn it back from you sometime.
No, ma'am, I'm okay. Just the quest will suffice. Oh, God, everyone is drunk. This is actually terrible, this policy.
There is one more book. One more special book before we can call our collection complete. It's called The Book of Doom.
Oh, there's drunks coming in here. Samuel, you gotta clean up the library. Wait, they love me now? Wait, I've never met Debbie.
Well, if you aren't just the
I've never met her.
goodest of all.
So, wait.
Yes,
No.
I'll be your...
This is my first time encountering this person. Well, you did it, Debbie.
I now pronounce you husband and wife.
Oh my, it's the... Why, hello, Your Majesty.
Okay, Debbie, it's been fun. How's it going, lads? You just let me just slip on by here. I don't want no trouble. Yeah, we've done all this before. We just, quickly swipe out. Okay, let me just keep going. We gotta keep moving. We got in too deep.
Book, you are doomed.
Yeah, it's a bit of an unfortunate scenario right now.
Not another word, all right?
Alright.
Still reading, What part of don't read another
Please
line?
line up, skeletons. Well, I mean, at least we didn't die. That's the main thing. We actually could have done a Fable 3 permadeath run. We didn't die once. Oh, but there's still time. Oh no, no. Okay, third time's the charm. 5,000, that was not worth it.
You found it. I can't believe it.
Is it supposed to do that?
Doom.
Okay, that's it. Every book in the game is gathered. There is one silver key left, and that's it. We'll have done everything in the base game of Fable 3 then. It is done. Keymaster. And for collecting all of those keys, one final reward, first silver key chest that you encounter in the game. Everyone's still vomiting. 50 silver keys. This is the reward. Are you ready? Swinging sword. Often misidentified as the singing sword, this weapon thrives on a wielder who is, shall we say, generous with their affections. Man's best friend, have sex with men 15 times. Lady killer, have sex with women 15 times. And swinger, have an orgy with 4 other people. That's a cursed weapon. You need to have sex with 30 people just to level it up. Does anyone here love me? Can I marry anyone? I need to level up my sword. Are any of you interested?